Hello again! If you're new here, I'm Celinda, and on my channel we talk all things fashion, personal style, and more. And if you're returning then, welcome back, pal! Today we are doing another head-to-head curl challenge. I've done this a few times on my channel before where I've tested foam rollers versus pillow rollers, wet set versus using a styling foam, and DIY styling methods with flaxseed gel and sugar hairspray. And today we are going to test DIY curlers. It's all well and fine getting a good set with pre-bought curlers, but what if you don't have them, don't have the budget for them, or simply want to try a more old-fashioned vintage style of curl? And that is what we're going to test out today. I'm going to set one side of my hair with old-fashioned pin curls and the other side using rag curls. And we'll see how these two styling methods look side by side. I'm a gal who sleeps in my curl sets overnight, so I'll meet you later this evening to set my hair. For the pin curl side, you will need bobby pins, flat duckbill clips, or some combination of the two. I'm using a combination of flat clips for the top section of my head and bobby pins for the rest. You'll also need your setting method of choice. Today, I'm using water in a spray bottle and a small amount of Bouclem curl cream. To start your pin curl, saturate a 1-inch section of your hair with water. I then take a pea-size amount of the curl cream and brush it through my hair. Pay extra attention to make sure the ends of your hair are wet enough, as this will make rolling the curl much easier. After your hair is prepped, it's time to curl. There are two main ways to do this. The first is a more manual control method. Create a small loop at the bottom of your hair and roll it up to the top of your head. Pick up the rest of the hair as you go along and secure it to your head once you reach the top. The other method for curling your pin curls is what I like to call the barrel roll method. You start by wrapping a circle around your fingers. Don't make this too tight as you'll need to insert a finger from your other hand. You then quickly circle your fingers around each other all the way up to the top of your head. It's a little tricky when you first try it, but once you get the hang of it, it can make the setting process much faster. I use a combination of these two techniques on my head. Sometimes a curl gives me a bit of a challenge with one method, but then responds well to the other. Why is this? I don't know, and I don't question it. For the top pieces, I'm standing the curl up a bit to give them more volume and securing them with my flat clips. For the rest of my head, I'm pinning the curls flat to my head with bobby pins. I usually use one per pin curl, but sometimes add an extra for support if a particular curl is being stubborn. For the rag curl side, you will need a selection of rag strips. The ones I've made are about 12 inches long and 2.5 inches wide, but you might need a longer piece depending on how much hair you have. These can be made using a clean old rag, an old t-shirt, or with microfiber cloths like I've prepared today. There are two main types of rag curls. The first produces a longer, more spiral-shaped Victorian-style curl, and the second creates a tighter, more 1940s style curl. We'll be doing the 40s style one today. Setting your rag curls is very easy. Take a 1-inch section of your hair and use your setting method to prepare the hair in the same way as you did on the pin curl side. Then take your rag and place it underneath the strand about halfway up. Tie a knot around the hair. This should be snug enough to hold its place, but not so tight that it might leave a crease. Then slide the rag down to the tip of the hair. Curl the end around and roll the hair up to the base of your head. This technique is similar to setting pillow rollers or foam rollers if you have experience with those styles. Once you've rolled the curl up, tie the rag one last time to secure the curl. With my microfiber cloth, I only needed to tie it once, but you might need to adjust depending on the rag. Repeat this process with the rest of your hair. The pin curl side is definitely more precise, but the rag curl side was so much easier to do, so much less finicky. I'm so interested to see how these will last the night and how they'll look in the morning. I'm gonna wrap my hair in a silk scarf and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Okay, so the cats are crazy. From the outside, it looks like things haven't shifted very much, which I'm really hopeful for. I have to say, both sides were really comfortable to sleep in. I was worried that this side would be too thick and bumpy, but it was actually fine. A couple jostled up ones at the very back nape of my neck notwithstanding, I think this held up really well overnight, so fingers crossed these curls come out good. I'm gonna start with the pin curl side since I set those first, and opposite of how we set it, I'm going to go bottom to top instead of top to bottom. I find using the flat clips comes with pros and cons. You're less likely to get a dent in your hair, but you have to be careful about this end when you take your hair out to make sure it's not catching on other hairs or pulling where it's not supposed to. Looking pretty promising. Okay, let's see how these rag curls held up. Do your future self a favor when you take these out and untie them all the way. That way, next time you want to use them, they are just ready to go. Okay, initial impressions, and I guess I thought the pin curl side would have produced a tighter curl than the rag curls, but it seems like I was mistaken. Whenever I take my curlers out, I always like to give my hair some time to relax, let gravity do its thing, and soften the curl a bit. So I'm going to go do my makeup, let my curls soften, and we'll see how it looks after that. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes, and my hair has definitely relaxed a little bit. I'm going to break up the curls with my fingers, and then brush it out. It always feels a little crazy at this point. These results really took me by surprise, specifically just how easy it was to get a good shape brushing out these pin curls. I basically just brushed it through a couple of times, flipped the ends under, and it turned out really nice. The rag curl side I think looks really nice too, but it was definitely a lot more finagling to get there. I was not expecting to come out of this experiment a pin curl convert, but I think I will definitely be doing these more. It's more work when setting the curls, but way less work brushing it out. I would love to know which side you prefer. Have you ever tried pin curls or rag curls yourself? And let me know if you'd like another head-to-head curl challenge sometime in the future. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate if you could like it. And if you want to see more from me, please subscribe. I upload new videos on Fridays. I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye! Instant seat stealer.